I know we got Kanye going on GMA talking about a whole bunch from Gap to co-parenting with Kim Kardashian. So let's get into that.
Yeah, well, we saw the interview on Good Morning America, and obviously the highlight of the interview for me, he did address a lot of things in this interview, and it was a really good interview, I would say. So there's been some Kanye interviews that have been complete craziness, but this particular interview was crazy. But the highlight of the interview for me was Kanye admitting that Sway had the answers. That was the highlight of the interview for me, and I told you this, bro. Like, it's funny, I told you this a few months ago, I think, and I was like, bro,
he needed to do everything by himself.
I just hope Kanye does his own thing, bro, because he's big enough now. Yeezy is so big, bro. Just do your own thing, please. And he's finally doing it, bro. He's dropping the last collab with Gap, and Balenciaga. And I think it's good that they're gonna drop the final collab and all that, and get those pieces of clothing out there that they made and they put the time and effort in on. But I'm glad that Kanye is actually gonna.
It sucks though, man.
Take those steps to making his own thing.
Yeah, it sucks though, man, because Kanye, this is his last collaboration with Gap.
And he had a huge relationship with them growing up.
And that's what I'm saying. And he put, like, Balenciaga to be with Gap. You know what I'm saying? He put that collab together.
That's like, let's be real. That's the only reason Balenciaga ever collaborated with Gap.
That's what I'm saying.
So Kanye kind of really did him a favor with that.
So for Gap to screw them on this deal, bro, like,
Gap messed up.
It shouldn't have been their last collab, bro. Like, Gap should have made it up to him and made it right, bro.
It should have. But I'm glad from Kanye's perspective, he's sticking up for himself
and doing things on his own.
Because that's probably what he should have done back in 2013 when Sway was telling him. You know what I mean? That was almost.
He just didn't 10 have
years
that.
Ago. He just didn't think, I guess, like that.
Bro, like he said it, and he was screaming and yelling it, bro. But he was saying Sway didn't have the answers. It was just himself, bro. He just didn't have the answers, bro.
And I think he really did want to.
So he just needed.
He wanted to really do some stuff with Gap.
Exactly, bro. And he just needed to get more invested in business and the clothing business. He just needed to invest himself more in that and less in the music, and he needed to understand more. And now that he understands more, he's able to be like, yo, I'm gonna do everything on my own.
And what are your thoughts on potential? And he said this in an interview, but he's hinted at it in the past. He's saying everything potentially at one point in the Yeezy store might be $20.
That's crazy.
I don't know if that's exactly going to happen, but
I want to see what it does for his brand. I'm very interested. It could potentially, like, a lot of people could buy it and it could boost up his brand, or it could, if people be like, hey, it's only $20, man. You know what I'm saying? And people are used to spending a lot of money on Yeezy, and he's catered to that market. It could affect his brand. Potentially not enough people buy it to where he loses a lot of money. And I wouldn't want to see that happen to Kanye. I only want to see him progress in the future.
So would you ever buy some new Yeezy clothes for $20?
Maybe if it was something that was looking really, really cool.
Like have you seen those shades? The sunglasses?
No, I haven't seen the shades.
He's got like these crazy shades that are coming out for $20, and I think that was crazy because
I want to see the designs on the graphic tee. If it's like a cool graphic tee or something like that, or a cool like pair of sweats or something like that, I'll grab them. If they're looking crazy, yeah.
Yeah, like,
and they have something like that's like, you know what I'm saying, like Kanye, like original.
Yeah.
They have to have some type of originality to it.
I feel like that's what he's gonna finally be able to do. Not that he wasn't able to fully express himself before, but I feel like if he wasn't, and he said that in the past, he hasn't always been able to. When you're doing your own thing, you can't fully express yourself. And a fully expressed Kanye, I do think we're gonna get some real crazy things that are gonna look. Let's be real. Not every Kanye shoe idea or shoe model is good. So I think we're just gonna get some crazy stuff, and not everyone is gonna be a banger.
But the ones that do hit are gonna hit crazy.
Hit crazy, we've seen it. The ones that he had, like, everyone loves the Yeezy 350s, the banger. Like, at the time, nobody knew what they were, but then he drops the silhouette, boom, it goes crazy. And then, and we saw the Yeezy 700. That's a crazy silhouette at first, but then people started to love it. And he basically dropped that one silhouette where it was basically like a sock, but it's a shoe.
Damn.
And it looks like a sock, but it's a shoe. And, like, not a lot of people were fucking with that one, but that's one of them ones where it's like, okay, like,
I gotta check it out.
It was a miss, you know what I mean? But
I gotta check it out just to see.
But I feel like, we're gonna see maybe a lot more misses, but a lot more hits because Kanye.
I'm sure people will still buy that miss.
Oh no, they did.
Yeah,
No, if you look it up, StockX or whatever, then it's
they
like,
bought the sock
I think-
shoe,
I think-
bro.
I
Of
think-
course they're gonna buy the sock
I'm
shoe.
pretty sure they go for like 500 on resale. You know what I'm saying? Like they go crazy on the resale because it's like I don't think he ever dropped another version of it because they kind of people said that they were ass, but then they ended up reselling for crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Well, another part of that interview is where he mentioned his co-parenting with Kim Kardashian and how he could admit that he messed up on social media. However, he needed to do that in order to be more involved get involved as a parent because Kim K wasn't letting him get involved as a father. So he needed to get on social media and express what he had to say.
And some would say that they were harsh comments at the time and stuff like that.
He even admitted that it was harsh comments. However, it was what needed to be said.
It was, and those were the comments that were gonna get the most media controversy, that was gonna get the most attention. And Kanye, he needed to get the attention. You know what I mean? He needed to get the attention of the media so that Kim K would listen to him.
Exactly.
And that was the whole point of him doing them crazy social media stunts. And he still does them now with the whole legal stuff. He just said, I love war and stuff like that. He just he really uses social media more than I would say almost anybody else to really express his thoughts and opinions. You know what I mean? Like, that's how he uses social media. He'll literally just go on there and say what he thinks.
Facts.
And he has such a big platform, it kind of works. If I can't really do that, I go on my social media and I just start talking on my story, bro, no one really cares. But it's Kanye. So Kanye, bro, he kind of is able to appeal to that.
Traction though, bro. It's not like no one cares.
But like I'm saying, like
as of now,
I'm talking about like
Kanye has billions of followers.
When he's talking about his life and stuff like that,
yeah,
like his kids and stuff like that. Like a normal guy goes on there, you can't really do that.
Of course.
You know what I mean? A normal guy talk about your kids. Of course, you're gonna talk about your kids, but not really to the extent that Kanye is able to do so because he's Kanye. You know what I'm saying? So
facts.
That's why, he is able to do some crazy things on social media. But I agree. I think that he needed to do those things. He even said it. I agreed at the time. I agreed. I said that even before he said it.
But he admitted that they were mistakes, and now he's able to co-parent his kids. So it's all positives. And
I think, even Kim K, she would say that she was probably being a little bit too stubborn and stuff like that. You know what I mean? I feel like she's not going to say that she's grown as a person or whatever, but I feel like she's kind of being more receptive to Kanye, especially more so than she was at one point. You know what I'm saying? And I think a lot of that just have to do with the whole Skeet Davidson thing. And now that they're broken up, she can kind of be a little bit more receptive to Kanye. I think obviously there was a big problem because Kanye hated Pete Davidson so bad. You know what I'm saying?